But otherwise, predictions live. BLUFOR is going to be attacking from Cross City, trying to hit 3 different objectives within Opfor. 2 of them are on top of each other, which is pretty interesting. So we'll just have to see how that all goes. They've got a small military base here as well, but we'll see that all in the briefing tab when we come in there. So, hydrate. I don't know about, actually, no, you did tell me what you were doing this morning, but I've been busy texting so many different people about so many different little things, from the MCO to the checkpoint RP. I've been having to finish up documentation and just working my ass off, in all honesty. So this will be a nice little break to relax over everything. I see that we've got Bay on tonight. We've got Scandi Recon here. We got Papega Pirates, 4IB with Stark, SOF, 1RCC, 1RW. Who else? Some members of the 29th, of course, the home community, and a lot of other names. Oh, we've got Whiplash also on tonight. He's all the way on the bottom, probably playing with Scandi Recon tonight again. I'm also noticing Scandi Recon and Papega are on Opfor again, which, granted, the past few weeks hasn't meant an absolute victory, especially when they play defense, but it is still noteworthy in my opinion. So we'll just have to see how all of this plays out. BLUFOR's roster looking pretty good as well. We've got members of AA. We've got, it looks like TSB also there as well. Tolly, Tackleberry, Sizemore. I forget which community they're a part of, but they're also on that group.
Tackleberry is Zeus.
Yep, the Zeus's, yep. 1RW also on that side. Interesting. 1RW, yeah, okay. So now we're just waiting. There's a quote-unquote hydrate. And Maz apparently has a new Twitch account. That scares me.
Maz has a new Twitch account.
It is, it's flexing Seal. He is on the multi, so he will be playing on the ground. If you want to watch people...
Maz?
Apparently.
Damn.
Seal it with flex tape. Yeah, but regardless, we're just waiting to be pushed in now. We'll go over the briefing, go over the sides. You can put prediction points down, aka the channel points, on whatever side you want. I gotta come up with a creative name for those one day, but for now, we're just busy working on so many other little projects. This AO is kinda tight. I mean, Opfor, they've got a good amount of territory to cover, but BLUFOR, they've got a really obvious staging hill that is just next to Eastwoods. But a lot of openness to actually push these objectives. We see 2 different tree lines, one coming around the northern side, one going along the southern side along the, I guess, the riverbed here. But a lot of open territory in the middle, which, you know, can allow for vehicles to lock this stuff down. But what I am really worried about is Opfor's got 2 BRDMs, so they could send those down and stop any BLUFOR convoy that comes in. The only 2 routes they really have is this route and the main route all the way into Eastwood. So send 1 BRDM north, 1 on the direct MSR. And I think Opfor has a really good and easy opportunity to get some early licks in on BLUFOR, which could help stem the tide, but we'll have to see how things go. Maybe Crimson, we'll have to see.
Ooh, this is a nice, pretty start.
All right.
Oh.
So Opfor holding a gas station. We got some custom signs going. Ah, of course. Ah, yes, they have all the event stuff because FNF is going to be doing a Vietnam event for...
charity!
Yes. I'll be covering that live.
I will also be there.
As well as a few other events. I will put up a video about that someday. I'm not playing, I'm commentating.
Confirmed.
I don't really enjoy playing PvP all that much.
He's going to be playing with my guys.
What? There's another event where I will be with Scandi Recon for a game of Mike Force, but for the FNF section of that charity event, I will be commentating because
I'm Whale was interested, so I said, hey, I can make a squad and we can go in together.
Sure.
While we're playing with Whale.
All right, well, regardless, let's go to the briefing. Oh my gosh, we have a big background for you to read, Dream. Go for it.
Okay. I'm just gonna do the movie voice. Actually, no, I'm just gonna do a nice, quiet voice.
Okay.
After snatching victory from the jaws of defeat by bringing down a hotel on top of the last remaining recruits of the auxiliary Cuban Defense Force, Juan Sanchez Dominguez and his not-so-ragtag army of the People's Front of Cuba, BLUFOR, intercepted a CIA shipment of army vehicles, uniforms, and weapons at a nearby train station. Unfortunately, their recent rampage has attracted the attention of the Cuban government, who have sent in the Cuban army Opfor kitted out and tooled up with the latest Russian gear to stamp out the insurrection. The Cuban army has set up a military base at a strategic motorway intersection and is currently transporting the last supplies in a convoy out of Port Orion. Dominguez's men, operating on the strike first, strike hard principle, have set out to destroy 3 trucks carrying all the ammunition. Fuck me, man. Ammunition for the newly established
That's amulicious,
base.
my friend.
2 in a convoy en route to it, and 1 I'm being bonked in my chair with the fucking sound bites. I'm being bonked. Strike first, strike hard principle, set on the street. I've already read that. 2 in a convoy en route to it, and 1 in the base itself in an effort to cripple the Cuban army's ability to stop their advance through the rest of Cuba. Area of operations. The AO's main feature is a highway which follows the coast southwest and cuts sharply north towards the Cuban army base. Surrounding it are wooded hills with a few open grassland areas, 5 minor settlements, and a speedway track. Notes: only the front 3 of the convoy are available to Opfor to use as transports. The rest, including the objective trucks, which contain clearly visible ammo crates, are locked to all players.
Yep, so the back vehicles, it looks like those will be inoperable. We do see the ammo crates in the back as well. So I'm assuming this means that BLUFOR has to PID which trucks they actually have to destroy in this convoy to get the actual objective down, which is pretty intricate. I like that.
Someone just played a scream out of my sound alerts and it scared the fuck out of me. Like, actually, I jumped.
All right, so mission, let's go look at the game modes. The objective is all 3 trucks. Again, those trucks are proctored by having ammunition in the back. 1 is by the gas station. 1 is actually in the convoy. It is the second to, from the middle of the convoy behind the second BRDM going west to east. Actually, northwest to southeast, excuse me. It is the second truck behind that BRDM, which is the second objective vehicle. And then at the military base itself, this final objective area is... Ooh, the truck is actually... there's a lot of decoy trucks. I actually really like this feature. It is the central truck within a airport hangar in the military base. So the actual objective kind of completely bypassing the main part of the base. That's going to be a little tougher to defend, but I could see Opfor turning this building into a massive kill zone, because normally when you see buildings like this within custom-made military bases, they're set to invincible, so there's no way to destroy them. I would also think there's no way to shoot out the glass on the sides, denying BLUFOR the ability to come up to the sides and snipe within. So this is pretty much going to turn into a massive kill zone. I'll be curious to see if Opfor fortifies the hell out of the interior of this compound, but yeah, that's... Combined with the marksmanship abilities of Scandi and Papega, both on Opfor, this could get very, very dicey for BLUFOR. Nonetheless, you want to go over BLUFOR, what their uniform loadouts are, yada yada?
Yes. BLUFOR will be wearing the modern American Army multicam camouflage, which I think, if I'm not wrong, is basically just the normal, you know, one we see for the NATO, but it's not actually NATO. They will be running the normal variants of the M16A4 or a M4A1 Block 2 or just an M4A1. Support gunners will have an M249 PIP with the machine gunners having the M240G. LAT M72A7s, Recon with the M2 M113s with just a range of camos. The Silenced in that group having a choice between the M14 EBRRI or the SOCOM 16. Crew and Aviation will be holding the MP7A2 or M4A1 respectively.
SOCOMs today.
As for BLUFOR's assets, they have 2 M113A3s unarmed, 2 armed M113A3s, 1 M11117, 2 M1078s, transport trucks,
and then 4 Humvees from the looks of things.
4 Humvees, yeah.
So just a quick note on the 117, it's normally scripted to have a 50 cal and a 40mm GMG, grenade machine gun. That GMG has instead been rescripted to have a 7.62 coax because they don't really like to run GMGs. An autocannon is an FNF, but was it last week or 2 weeks ago they had an autocannon in one of the rounds, and it was actually really fun. And the only reason it did super well was because of
that guy, that one guy who just...
well, not just him, like, there were so many different AT slip-ups with it.
That guy.
I don't know what he was thinking, but that's okay. Regardless.
I rewatched it because I thought to myself, well, maybe he's just like, maybe he's messed up, maybe he's knocked his mouse, but no, he's just pointing upwards. He's just pointing up.
I think he just misread the site, in all honesty.
What a man.
But regardless... BLUFOR here going over the roster. Mountain is commanding from AA. He's going to be platoon HQ. No 2IC, no platoon medic. He's going to keep everyone under him. X-Ray is being led by Ash. We've got Banks, Tackleberry, Rory, Gazag, and Andrew. Andrew and Tackleberry being the suppressed shooters because they are equipped with SOCOM 16s. Those are 7.62 by 51 NATO, and they're also suppressed. So they're pretty deadly. Gazag going to be the marksman with the 338. Well, actually, no, he's the sniper, technically, with the 338. Marksmen are, at the squad level, they're usually given another 7.62 weapon, or at least a rifle with an ACOG. So we'll look around, see if we can find any of those. But regardless, going back through the roster, Lolo commanding for Alpha 1. We have a mix of a lot of different players here. So members from AA, like Freyja, Logan, Spiky, but we also see some TSB members, and then some fill-ins like Toli. I believe Olaf is AA as well, but it could be Rom. But otherwise, a good roster there. We got one RCC in Alpha 2 with Maz, Blom, and Matt is fine. Looks like Skip is going to be the team leader there. And otherwise, I think that's the only noteworthy thing I have on that group, other than Maz being medic. Fred being in charge of Bravo HQ. So they're just going to operate as a team-size element because I don't see anything under him. So he's got Misfit, Haj, Persian, Grav, and Qasim under him. We have Pierce commanding Charlie with Raul and Koak being
Pierce is running everyone over right now.
Vehicle crew gunners. Of course he is. Why wouldn't he? We have a few new names actually from RBEP. These guys I don't recognize.
Ribbit.
But they are Ribbit. They're blended in with 1RW, and I would assume the other two names. Yeah, so Dex is from the new community, and I would assume PMEND are also from that new community as well. Then we have Baki leading Charlie 2. I don't recognize these names as well, so some new blood for the EU branch. I'm not even going to try to pronounce some of those, but it's always great to see new faces with an FNF. And you got Navy, Hirudu, and Bar, which again is another new name. Looks like they're going to be crewing the 117, probably to do a scouting or fire support role. But regardless, that's pretty good for BLUFOR. I do see a lot of new names. That could go either way. Inexperience could play into something nasty, or they could just end up steamrolling everyone, similar to how Papega did when they first debuted under a different community name, which I've already forgotten.
PLH?
That was it, yes. And then I kept calling them PLH instead of Papega after they did the name change. So regardless, a pretty good roster there. Let's go ahead and look at Opfor. So Opfor, breakdown from the mission info. What do you have for me, Dream?
Sorry, I was stroking my cat.
You can pet your pussy a different time.
Yeah, okay, great. You make that joke every single time.
Damn right I do. I missed 2 hydrates, one second.
Opfor will be running the modern Russian Spetsnaz Gorkas. They've become the sort of norm in nowadays. For their weapons, they'll be running AK-74Ms or AKS-74Ns with a MP443 as their sidearm. Support gunners will be running RPK-74Ms with the machine gunners running a PKP, LAT being the RPG-26, Recon running the T-5000. The Silence guys having the choice between an AKS-74N or an AS-FAL, crew and aviation holding the PP-2000 or the AKS.
So quick note on the AKS for recon, if they go for that weapon, they have 45 round RPK mags instead of the regular 30 rounders, which can be a slight advantage. Otherwise, Green Beret, thanks for the 7-month resub. I hope you keep enjoying the operations. Hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. But getting back into things, let's go over the roster real quick. We got Schultz commanding with
Norris. Am I not going through their assets?
Oh,
We're not going through...
right. Well, I mean, it's pretty simple. I can lighten it if you want.
5 UAZs, 13 CAMAZs, 1 BTR-80, and 2 BRDM2s.
But you have to remember only 3 of those CAMAZs are actually usable according to the brief.
Yes.
And the 3 objectives are the CAMAZs themselves. It has to specifically be the ones with the ammo texture behind, so BLUFOR is going to have to scout them out. I really like that feature in this mission. It's something unique, it's something I haven't seen before, and it's something that turns a static objective into something a lot more dynamic because you actually have to go down and still find the proper one and then confirm it. There's a bunch of decoys around, so it will throw BLUFOR off on the initial assault, which I, again, really do appreciate. But regardless, looking over the roster here, Schultz commanding with Norris right under him as the medic. Norris, usually his best role is as any sort of auto rifleman or machine gunner, so I'll be curious to see how he does as a medic. We got Vagrant commanding X-Ray with Nick, Oddball, Dryden, Semperfeed, and Preaches, who is one of the new guys here. I'm trying to look to see. Preaches is going to be one of the suppressed shooters, actually, with an AS Val. Good choice. And we have, I'm checking Semper. Semper is going to also go suppressed, but with the other gun of choice, the AKS with the 45 round RPK mag. So nice diversification there. We'll see how they do. Dryden from 4IB taking the T5000 sniper rifle. Looks like he's trying to find a nice location to set up on the hill, but it looks like X-Ray is kind of breaking apart. They're going to be playing defense instead, which I don't disagree with that call. In all honesty, this AO is going to be really easy to figure out where BLUFOR is going as long as other assets are utilized to find that information. We could see Opfor either push in those BRDMs early on to try to counter BLUFOR's pushes, or they might dynamically...
level today. 2 new groups for EU and Churdy-Nom next week.
Right on, Malin dropping by to give that 41-month resub. Malin is one of the staff members of FNF, just to say that there's 2 new groups for EU. We already saw, I think, both of them on BLUFOR's side. And they'll also be joining us for the charity event next week, which is, at least for the FNF portion, is on Friday. So that is great, Malin. Thank you for dropping by. Hope you enjoy this round. Thank you for the 41-month resub, and I hope you get a nice kick out of, well, today's FNF matches. Regardless, back to what we're going through over here. Azariah from Scandi commanding Bravo HQ. Looks like there isn't an alpha today. They just... no, it's all the way on the bottom. I'll get to that in a second. Falcon and Skelly being vehicle commanders. Those 2 are a pretty good combo. I'm surprised to see Skelly here today, though, actually. He's more of a TSB member. It looks like he was invited to play with Scandi today. Yanni leading Bravo 1 with Iander as AT. Pertin, Whiplash, the SOG Prairie Fire dev, under them as well, with Nimia and Nemesis playing medic. Bravo 2 has Nafs. That's who I was expecting to see with Falcon in the vehicle crew, because he's normally a very good vehicle crewman with Falcon, but he is instead going to team lead. He's got Arcor, Cullis, members of 4IB, including Stark as an explosive specialist, Skipper Barton, and Kabooey Face Ace, which is that is definitely a new name. Gets me every time. Charlie HQ, normally when Pepega plays, they take under Charlie or sometimes Delta. They're going to be led by the King, because of course. They got Fonz, Otto Visky, DJ Vin, Arma Jesus, excuse me, Flux, Aim at the Stars, Vince, Keiki, Coda, Guy Fury in roster. I don't see legal action on. Normally we don't see him on for round 1 of EU anymore, but we usually see him come by for round 2, if not round 3. And then we've got Despo, Albin, Timex, Sayak, and Izzo, the guys that play in OFCRA and FNF respectively. OFCRA we see on Thursdays. However, we didn't see yesterday because it was their yearly meeting where they discussed the year, so we didn't have an operation to stream, but we will come back next week for it. And then under Alpha HQ, just to take the BRDM, we've got Bayant and Dooley. 2 of the best players, I would say, with an FNF, with Bayant being the best player. Round has just begun. Still a few times to bet. I would personally bet Opfor this round, but you do you. What do you think, Dream? What do you think we're going to see today? The chilling inspector, yeah, right?
I've had my camera on just playing with my cat for the past 5 minutes.
Okay, if you're going to... Oh, I just heard a tripwire flare go off. That was a little bit of an accident over at the front. Okay.
Hello, kitty cat. Yeah.
So we're seeing Opfor already pushing out units along all 3 routes into the AO. I think they're going to try to set up a dynamic defense here, in the sense of they're going to try to blockade all the routes going into the AO to then destroy any forces that are coming in. BLUFOR, meanwhile, sending out their 113s with a full group of units. I'm surprised we're not seeing the 117 or a smaller vehicle push forward to screen. They could play right into Opfor's plan here. It looks like Opfor accidentally flipped their BRDM. They're now remounting it. That's Bay and Dooley. The gunner, though, did not get in the right seat. There we go. Bant, he is going to play gunner here. One of the best vehicle gunners we see, and Bant's been run over. Okay, well, Opfor kind of getting a little bit of a false start here.
Bay didn't just get run over and die.
Yeah, well, he's not dead, but he got run over. Opfor is definitely winning, someone in my chat says. Yes. Yes, I stand by that.
No, BLUFOR.
They're going to do it. Oh, man.
I don't know why I said that. That was an actual guess. Who did Bay get run over by
Dooley ran Bay over. It was pretty funny.
Wow.
It happens. There's a miscommunication. Sometimes there's a little bit of a lag when you try to remount into a vehicle and everything gets really messy. But otherwise, we're seeing Opfor. It's Pepega setting up an ambush here. Who's Pepega's AT guy? They also have a BTR with them. Oh, this could get messy. I don't... Oh, no, it's Roster. But he only has an RPG-26. However, they got that heavy gun as well.
The entire BLUFOR convoy is about to, if they take this left road, they're about to run into Bay and Julie with that BRDM.
See, the question is Bay and Dooley actually just gonna chill and hold and wait for that convoy to pass so Pepega can ambush? And then are they gonna come up in the rear of the convoy and just barrage? I would expect them. Bay and Dooley, they have their engine off.
Yeah, so they're gonna hear this fairly soon.
I know they have a script that suppresses the amount of noise they can hear from inside the Vic, but these engines are quite loud. I think they're gonna hear this convoy coming.
Oh yeah, of course they are.
And they're in a really good spot to not be seen.
There's no Pepega on actually in position.
This could get ugly. BLUFOR is literally driving gun-ho into an ambush because they weren't expecting Opfor to do any sort of counter-attacking. There's the shooting starting. Where's that BTR to open up? Here's the BRDM coming down to cut him off.
Greg crashes, Shy's confused. This might just end up being a slaughter.
Got that BTR firing in the first 113, multiple casualties.
Someone's dead. If anyone in there's got just an LAT right now, it's just a quick pop.
Here, Malin, because I know you're listening, I thought you had something that suppressed the audio within the vehicles, if not a script, then a mod. But regardless, you're seeing a lot of Grenadier rounds go off. Roster getting knocked unconscious first before he can deploy that AT.
Both down.
BRDM firing at the X-ray Humvee in the back. Quite a few guys down. That BTR needs to back up. A lot of smoke.
BRDM is lighting.
Ah, just Ace doing it. Thank you.
I think the BRDM needs to be a bit more.
It's gonna start coming up though. It's gonna see all these infantry in the open. That's a lot of stuff to hit.
If Bay shifts right with his view, they're just firing into smoke right now.
Yeah. If they look right though, they can see all those units in the open. But there's a little bit of deflate. Just picked off another guy. Oh, this is nasty. We're going to see a lot of BLUFOR casualties here. Just heard AT fired. Wow. That Vic is probably going to cook off.
Yeah. Julie is dead. Bay is only downed. Pepega Pirates have done damage here.
So that could have been a lot worse if they kept that BRDM going. Now it's flaming up. Bay is going to have to get out. He's going to be on fire, though. No, he is not. He might be able to repair the gun and use it. We have King getting taken out by Tully, actually, after he double-tapped Maz. Pepega has done quite a bit of damage as you're starting to see them bleed in here, but...
Oh, the BTR just fired everyone crossing the road. Took out
oh my god, yeah. Quite a few bodies here.
No AT, like actually trying to be proactive.
Oh, more fire going out. That's another kill by that BTR. We do have AT. Aiden's trying to do medical right now, though, but I think he's being shot at in the ass, and he gets taken out.
Restart.
Flux going down. Shut up. Bay trying to survive, but the 117 has pulled up behind him, and Bay is dead. Yeah, that 117 should have been here a little earlier, because it's literally the last unit to the party here, but we have the other BRDM that could potentially come around. How many more people is it killing?
I can count the bodies. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bodies in here alone.
BTR now pushing forward. It's gonna see the gunner as it quickly tries to follow back. BTR pushes forward, ends up getting knocked off course. BTR does a tactical flip. What?
Oh my god! They just suicide bombed it. They're fucking madmen. Fucking madmen.
I'm gonna say that's allowed because there was
they had no other decision there. They were getting like lit up by a 50 cal, and they had nowhere else to go because they couldn't turn around. So that one is.
So to
perfectly
explain
fine.
the physics, I don't know what knocked the 113 on its side in the first place, but the BTR was then able to get under it with its duckbill shape.
So what I think is Shy was, or someone was doing something into the back of the
Yeah.
And because it was on a hill, it clicked with the floor, which meant it got pushed up, and then the BTR just came in and just.
So we still have DJ Vin. He's the last Opfor guy here. BLUFOR blindly suppressing the smoke because they are hella confused at the moment.
Give a quick look. Platoon HQ is dead.
That a 113 gets sniped. 117 now coming up the road. It's going to be right in front of that BRDM. Will they notice in time? Gunner for the 113 not paying attention. BRDM might get a great shot here.
So X-Ray Sniper is actually dead.
Oh, but the 50 cal starts opening up, and it's smoked.
Tell me the BRDM just got beat. Oh my god.
Yeah, BRDM driver and gunner are down. That 117 doing some good work here.
Scandy Recon.
That was Scandy Recon's Vic. They focused on the wrong Vic at first, and unfortunately we were taken out, but...
Okay, so just let's give a quick look through.
Just look at the damn roster. Like, my god.
Platoon HQ is dead. So we have 1, 2, 3,
I need a
4,
drink.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 deaths accounted for.
Another like 4 or 5 unconscious.
Yeah.
Or dying. Yeah, true. And that only costs almost the entirety of Charlie and all of their vehicle assets.
We are 8 minutes into the game.
You already got Opfor starting to send forces around to continue to counter.
Opfor, on the other hand, has lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So, BLUFOR are in tatters right now.
You still got DJ back here harassing people from a little
Look at
bush.
that. He's actually blending in. So if I was DJ at this point, I'd just stay quiet. I don't move.
Yeah, I'd let Bravo, because that is more Scandy Recon coming around. They can snipe that 117 and then come in as a squad and dish out even more damage. But I don't see how BLUFOR is going to get back through this one.
MVPs, Papega Pirates, immediately. They had a few games of kind of like meh.
Fumbling around, but this definitely brought them back.
This one, they've come back and we're like, yep.
It was time.
And just absolutely annihilated. So if you did vote BLUFOR, say goodbye to your points, Lance.
I wouldn't discount it just yet. We could still see something bounce back, but yeah.
Hey,
You guys,
You okay, Maz?
you guys got fucked.
yeah, well, we were told to do a blitzkrieg onto the objective, and
And that's mountain.
win exactly as you'd expect.
You didn't even make it to the objective.
No, exactly. I died in a tree because King and I were rubbing our asses together.
I saw that.
For, like, 10 minutes, I guess.
And then someone else
you see the
killed
BTR?
King.
Oh yeah, I drove right next to the BTR, and then I saw it.
No, I mean, did you see what the BTR
I saw
did?
that. Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, I saw it as I died. I died, and then I saw what happened.
He just...
It was pure chaos.
That BTR, what were the comms like? I want to know the comms.
Oh shit, oh god, we're surrounded. BRDM northeast, oh my god, BTR southwest, oh my god. And then...
The saddest thing here is Sale still doing medical on the 7 or 8 dead bodies around here.
That
He's
was pretty good.
He's trying.
was pretty good. Hey, Potato, how you doing?
Man, this is that team there's Charlie 2. That's
Real quick,
first...
Iander has AT out. They spotted the 1117 pulling back.
Oh god. Yeah, so Charlie 2, first FNF. Sail is all alone.
Also, DJ just got found and picked off.
It's just the most FNF way to start FNF.
Yeah.
Oh, DJ got picked off.
You know, I've noticed with Gulf Coast, they actually added a lot more. It used to be just the trees in these forests, but they actually added some bushes and all this other nice flora stuff here too. So that's a nice upgrade to see.
I just quickly want to point out is I didn't know this happened. So someone pointed this out in my chat, but I didn't understand. Go look at X-Ray. BLUFOR X-Ray. They just had the shit end of the stick because they did the smart thing and tried to swerve away, but still got annihilated somehow.
That's because the first BRDM was tracking them for a little bit, so I think that's what happened, and then they might have gotten picked off, but...
Well, that's a very, very valuable sniper now gone. Unless someone goes and collects it, but I doubt they will. Hey, 1117's driving around thinking he's the hot shit.
And he hit a little great.
Who does he know? You weren't there, Liru. I don't know if you've seen the clip, but Iander hit an 800-meter shot.
As expected.
Huh?
That's average for Iander.
Yeah, I know, but it was still incredible to see.
So you have a few guys that have pulled back here. Just
So,
Sail
who here
freaking
do you
looking.
think-
Just all of these damn bodies, man. The BTR's
looking-
kill zone.
The only people I can see, I think Pierce is probably going to try to take control of this situation because Mountain's dead.
T5000
Alpha's
guys
dead.
all the way back at base.
Fred's dead. Like the typical people you
Right, all
think
the way
would
back
pick
there.
up after this has happened. So the only thing I can say is Pierce is probably the best one to take control here, and BLUFOR are firing up into the sky.
I think that was a Hunt IR round. Yep.
I believe it would probably be Koak. Yeah, Koak would take command. He's the only surviving squad leader.
No, Pierce.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying Koak's the only surviving squad leader, though. Pierce is just a no.
Yeah, but Pierce is.
game.
Yeah, but Pierce is
Sail's the only
probably
one
gonna
left
take
in
it
his
because it's
squad.
Pierce.
Everyone died in his group
Also,
but him.
Pierce is the squad leader, is he not?
No,
he's not.
Koak. He's a team lead or something.
Yeah, DJ, I saw you, buddy. You got picked off. So DJ's coming to my chat now saying he got lost, and then he got shot.
Ah, DJ.
So 1117 is actually pulling back. Not supporting the infantry. I really don't know
Again.
what they're doing, but that opens Scandy to come in and do an ambush here as BLUFOR figures out what they're going to do next.
I will say that could have gone a lot worse.
Oh,
for
it could have. No,
BLUFOR.
BLUFOR did a great
Yeah,
job of using their AT.
The biggest things there were, ATs and the quick thinkers of the drivers of the M113s who pop their smokes.
Yeah, I want to say I think I saved the entirety of my team, Alpha 2, because I popped smoke and let them dismount and pop smoked in front of them.
Yeah, those smokes saved anyone who popped them. Basically, got saved.
Yeah.
Because
Otherwise, the BTR would have cut them down.
yeah.
Well, yeah, because we're the closest unit to the BTR from my perspective, and everyone behind us is dead.
So Scandi Recon know this M2 is around somewhere.
They're being incredibly cautious with it, but it looks like they're doing... The 1117 is doing rear security for whatever reason.
After that, you take no chances.
And Purton, I think, has had eyes on it. He saw it at the T intersection, so Iander is being moved to go destroy it. So it looks like this entire element wants to take out this 1117 first and then pull over to the infantry.
Oh, what is he doing? Why is he stopping? No, this is it.
I think the 1117 might have spotted them. AT went over! A follow-up round going even more over.
And panicked because he was being shot at. But he earned it.
Wait, you had to go on.
Yeah, that went under.
The first.
That's even more impressive for me, Andrew, if I'm perfectly honest.
Is
he
dead?
dead?
And he's dead.
He's dead.
Yeah,
Wow.
That's the first time I've ever seen that.
That's the first. Yeah, that's the first
Person
time I've
also
seen him
dead.
choke. But I'm also not gonna say that it was a choke because he did something more impressive than actually hitting it.
Yeah, he used the force to shoot the Death Star.
Nimi or Yanni, yeah, look, they're popping smokes. They're going to try to get to that. Nimi is going for the Moors.
I think Opfor's in the best position.
I mean, this is what a BTR slaughter looks like. Your
BLUFOR
handiwork.
have
Is Islander
probably heard
okay?
the shots, but have just decided
I hope.
it's better to start moving on foot.
Yes, Papega
Because the
did
triple
a lot.
could wipe them here.
Papega did all of this.
But
It's quite brutal.
they just have to be smart with how they play with that AT, because taking out that 117, even though BLUFOR are completely in a like worse position, taking out that 117 I think seals the game.
I don't know. Look at the remaining defensive forces at the actual objective sites.
You know,
they
you
have
are
gone
right
in
about
all
that.
eggs in one basket. If BLUFOR can rally and use that 117 for Overwatch, they could still have a good chance, though. But they have to take care of the 4 members of Scandi on their rear. Plus, these open fields actually get to the objective could easily be locked down. Now, Opfor doesn't have any of their heavy Vics remaining.
Ooh, you do actually have Alpha, who I think are in contact with Golf and have decided to pull back to support. Whiplash is getting very close to K. Oh, and it's a bit of friendly fire going on here.
It's a pretty
Mistaken
interesting reach, but
identity.
that's going to make BLUFOR turn around. They might actually see.
Whiplash is firing up the alarm. And now Whiplash is being...
Oh, he's receiving
assaulted.
fire from 2 different areas here.
How the
Getting
hell-
caught on a tree.
Come on, man. You were part of, like, you know, the SOG team. You should know trees are not your friend.
Nemesis just saved him by taking out that AA member. We got grenades getting thrown back and forth here.
Now, Scandi are a bit in a bad position, but this is, again...
3 members of Scandi remaining.
This is where Scandi do tend to shine. Oh, Yanni got killed. Who did Yanni die by? I'm surprised the 117 hasn't you know driven up behind him.
Just look at Opfor's defense here. You gotta hand it to Chult. Like, he has layers of defense around the objectives. Overlapping fields of fire, and the terrain is not favorable. to
What's
BLUFOR.
going on? Okay, so I know they're new, but the Ribbit guys are just firing into the forest.
I think they're misconstruing what another squad has reported, and now they think that there's hostiles in that zone, so now they're doing a wide suppression, but they're
They're
just
very
completely
lucky.
off.
They're very lucky. There's a huge amount of defilade blocking the vision. Oh, there's actually not that much.
Yeah, and I'm seeing 2 members of Opfor now firing up at that hill.
SOF. X-ray.
Who's the sniper for X-ray?
Dryden, he is up on a hill towards the
Ooh.
southeast.
That is very good.
No, he moved. I don't know where he went.
Dryden has pushed back a bit further and is now actually firing at the guys on the hill.
Opfor has also successfully pulled back, but they only have a limited amount of room to do that because the 117 is marauding on their rear, coasting down the hill with no engine as they're looking for this vehicle. Steering
Nimi is
around the
actually one
BRDM.
with the AT, and Nimi is being engaged. No, Nimi doesn't have the AT anymore, and she's just died.
But this is further splintering BLUFOR's force, excuse me. And now Opfor might be able to pick off the forward element.
Yanni had the 18.
Yeah. Yeah, these guys are being fired at, and they only have these terrible trees for cover.
Oh, one more Scandi member dead.
Yep, that was
If I'm-
Whiplash.
yeah, if
Nim
I'm-
woke back up.
If I'm not wrong, the grass isn't helping BLUFOR either because it's at that range. It's just not up here.
So really look at this, because Charlie 1's now being engaged. They've taken some casualties, whether wounded, dead.
Wow, I just watched a GL from 400 meters away actually land right next to Maxstar and take him out.
Yeah.
Is this
Look at the
new
range of these GLs.
Is this the
Right
new,
on target.
Is this the new Eander? Who was that? Was it Az?
I don't know who was delivering those. It might have been Az.
Yeah, it is Az.
It's, yeah.
It's really
The
nice.
range of that is incredible. Someone needs to tell him when this round ends that he actually managed to kill someone with that. Because I actually don't
Did he
see...
die or did he go down?
Where is he? Yeah, Mackenzie.
Mackenzie. Was this Charlie? Or Alpha?
It's actually Vagrant as well.
It was Maxter. Yeah, he just disconnected. Or the
Oh,
guy
yeah.
just... Yeah, so it might have just killed him.
You had 5 people shooting GLs. It was Vagrant, Az, Platoon HQ, and...
Yeah, but Az just delivered one that was immediately on target again, so... I mean, it could have been anyone, let's be honest. Drumheller Jr.
Yeah, those are nasty.
That's forcing BLUFOR to pull off of this hill. Meanwhile, Nemesis getting surrounded and taken out by multiple members here. The pull on that infantry, good God. But now BLUFOR is in 2 separate groups here. And Opfor just has to dynamically send their forces up, and I think they've got this.
So they're working out what Vix they've got and what Vix they can use. Obviously, that 117 is probably going to be the biggest thing.
Well, it can't fit that much infantry, though, so I think they're going to try to mount up in a 113 to push up the rest of Alpha 2 to Charlie. But it's just a mess back here. Then you got one Opfor guy all the way on the down. Why is Norris all the way over here?
You don't suppose he was AFK and got left behind. And no, that's not even their spawn. He just went.
No, I think Norris is there using that Vic as cover just to watch if anything comes along the different route so he can then radio it. Because Opfor doesn't believe that this is the entirety of BLUFOR's force. I think that's actually smart, because if BLUFOR wanted to be tactical, they'd remount and attack from a completely different direction to draw out Opfor's force. I could understand that maneuver. So it looks like BLUFOR is just going to reconsolidate their entire force and potentially try a different attack vector to push, because they realized that getting caught in that open field was a death sentence. So we might see them reattack from the east or go all the way down to the south. They have the time to do it, and Opfor, despite that really nasty blow, I mean, Opfor's lost 2 full groups themselves, so... We are seeing Delta mounting up to do a counterattack, though. Only with... What is that? 5 dudes. But that could be enough. What Schultz now has to do is make sure he is not sending too much out at once, because he still needs to keep units on the defensive. Because if he sends out even more, he might just completely whittle himself down. And honestly, just looking at the field, he doesn't have a lot left.
I do question what Norris is actually doing, because if anyone came from that direction in a mechanized push or like a mobile push, they'll just get into the sector and there's no one in the 2 sectors.
Yeah, I guess just as an early warning so that maybe Schultz can push forces back immediately, because he does seem to have a very mobile group. You can see that with Delta, but
I just think it way too late.
At this range, UAZs compared to 113s, I think they could immediately dismount and set up an immediate defense, but you got to remember, though, the objectives are kind of hidden, you know, in plain sight, because the ammo is within only certain trucks.
I think anyone's told Norris that half. Well, actually, I wonder if Pega Pirates were actually able to get out a message that of what they did. But actually, on that, Golf 1 is actually going around the back. So if Norris leaves now,
yeah, Norris has kind of moved up. He's now camping under the bridge, the frickin'
battlefield tactics.
Ah, man. The turn lane for getting off on the highway, so. Now, BLUFOR, you got Persian reconning the route for his squad here. And it looks like everyone else is mounted in the 113.
Az is firing out Persian because he spotted him, but I'm interested. This Golf 1 could come down this back road here, just up on its right, and he basically just drives straight into the objective.
Yeah.
And I don't actually know who has AT of any of these guys.
We could see something where the group in the 113 goes completely around and hits the other area. Opfor does have Delta a little out of position now, because they were expecting BLUFOR not to do this pullback and re-attack from a different angle. So now Schultz needs to push his forces in an angle to potentially flank BLUFOR Alpha coming down. If he's able to do that quick enough and eliminate that force with that flanking action, he can then pull his forces back and weather the storm from the remaining squad of BLUFOR. I do like all the tactics we're seeing, though, in these dynamic shifts. Let's see how it keeps going.
As is getting some accurate shots on Persian, but he's just perfectly behind that tree. But he can't actually move. And as I think, or someone tried to fire off jails, but not realizing.
Yeah, not
they
realizing
had
they
white
have flares left. Yeah.
How do you attack this as BLUFOR? What do you guys do?
Cry.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'd use my 117 to, skamish.
The east would be your best bet, but you wouldn't be able to know that until you actually got eyes on
Yeah.
to see the blind spot created by that Hainer. So.
Because honestly, this is, hindsight. We're up in the sky. We can see this. Obviously, BLUFOR doesn't know this, but I can't see any AT.
What BLUFOR should have honestly done, though, was sent up a recon element to Hill 120 so they could have gotten eyes on this position and then made an attack plan from there. Their goal should have been to go up to Eastwoods and just relax for a second, gather recon data, and then make their attack strategy. But
So
instead, Mountain wanted to charge right in. Go ahead, sorry.
I just rotated for everyone, and I see no AT.
For Opfor?
Yeah.
Huh. How about that?
So that could be a huge problem for them.
I doubt it because all the M2 ones are open top.
Oh no, I'm talking about the 117.
Persian getting picked off by SOF Nick.
Double teamed.
Too
More
bad,
shots going on him from the defense. Nick is, Persian's back up. Took quite a few shots there, I'm surprised.
Oh, this could actually be a really good strat here. Pierce in the Charlie 1 Vic moving now is actually going around that back road. He has turned off a bit, but if he was to, because if he goes around the back of this forest,
Yeah, he can take that hill.
They can take that hill, and I think the tides turn if Alpha 2 and the squad behind them can keep up a pincer.
I mean, the force on that hill has to succeed, though, for BLUFOR. Otherwise, Alpha is going to continue to be pinned down. We just saw K get knocked unconscious, but this has the opportunity to turn around here. Opfor, unfortunately, the team hunting that 117 weren't able to make the shot and get a few additional kills, and they were all wiped out. And that might have stemmed the number tide for BLUFOR to now bounce back.
Az can hear the Charlie 1 Vic.
He's a squad leader, right? He needs to call that in.
I think he will. And this will make Kabubi faces. Nice. Arcor and Barton probably
Yeah, we're seeing
around.
Delta actually mounting up in Vix right now. They might reposition here.
Here comes Charlie.
They've dismounted.
I still think Opfor's got a good thing going here because BLUFOR, they're leaderless probably, most likely. The comms are messed up, and Alpha 2 is just going to die out there in those woods.
Yep, Azariah just saw this squad move out. I think that squad's actually... Nope, it is pushing a hill. He immediately takes hits. That's Azariah being shot at by Firefly, who has one of those SOCOM 16s.
If Az hasn't already, he's probably screaming, just, hey, we've got guys coming in from the rear.
Looks like Cholt is instead ordering Delta to now go on a flanking attack on Alpha 2. I don't think that's the right call here. He needs to pull forces back to play defensive.
I can see that because if they take up the same position as Alpha 2 did before, they've got a sideways hit straight in with two other positions hitting it. So if Delta get there quick
Flux,
and
weren't you on
start
Opfor, though?
shooting effectively, and Alpha 2 get wiped to a skeleton
Hold on, real quick,
crew.
real quick. 117 has just had eyes on the central barracks building and took naders out in the center. We got Preaches out here next to him, but yeah, I don't think there's any AT as that building is now being suppressed.
I think Delta might have some AT, but obviously they're driving around right now. Yep, they've stopped, so you'll be able to see if any of them have AT. Depso is the leader, so he has no AT. Timek, no AT. No, there's no AT on any. Oh no, ESO is the last one I can see with AT.
Holy crap, that Golvig has such a good position.
I'm look at RCC, one RCC skip here. Look at this perfect little just defilade they found to move through.
That's going to let them bypass all of Opfor, though, and their small counterattack here. I think BLUFOR might be able to outmaneuver Opfor now.
So here comes, yeah, the Arcor and Barton and that group have noticed that they have these guys behind them. I'm not entirely sure. I'm not entirely sure why they've decided to do that. Yeah, I know it has a 50 cal, but you're also completely exposed.
they need to hold it there and wait until they attack the military base itself.
Opfor is divided into two separate attacks here. Their forces are way too scattered. BLUFOR now has that numbers advantage. You got Nick trying to take people out.
Yes, Nick and
Way
Sergio
too
came
exposed,
down,
gets taken out by
realised
Skip.
Then starts firing down, but he's not firing at anyone.
He's missing.
He's missing.
He
What?
also has a shitty weapon.
No, he
Yeah,
was
but
completely missing.
Just missing.
What? What are you doing?
This has been a great round.
For you.
Yeah.
For me, it has not been.
I saw both of those SOF guys were just completely firing at the wrong direction. I really don't understand
Here comes
why.
the 117, and ESO is all the way away. So this 117 could just roll into this area now and just...
Yeah.
And they're not going to be able to do much better. I mean, GLs will hurt it, but it probably won't kill it.
So now you got Delta going up that ravine chasing after the 3 Alpha guys, but I think Opfor's in trouble. I don't know what Delta's plan there was.
And
or
here comes the
Joel's, but...
117.
And yeah, as you said, Opfor has no AT, right?
117 could knock down the wall and make an opening for anyone coming across the open field.
Yeah.
And there you go.
But Opfor has no way to deal with that 117, so...
I know.
117 doesn't know that.
True. Skipper trying to challenge Logan on the 113. Gets a shot off of Logan. But yeah, no, they're just smoking that entire area.
Shots going into Logan.
He then turns in.
I don't know if they know what they're doing.
No, they're smoking that area to conceal BLUFOR's pushing so they can find the objectives and take them out. AT going in on one of them. Takes it out. That's one of the objectives done. Now they just got to find the second one, which is right next to the 113. Delta HQ has Spiky that's run right on top of them. Spiky taking out one, Spiky taking out two. Before getting taken out herself. No one pulling rear security. They fired at the 117. It was a miss.
Depso needs to get
Where
this
was that
AT.
360 security?
What is this? What is this AT problem we're having all of a sudden?
Yes, it was. What's that
Couple
recon
guys
took
are
the AS Vals. One took the
defecting
AS Val,
from
one
the
took
Cuban
the
army
other
base,
one.
which is just a terrible idea because it's not going great for up in the you know, the MSR.
We need to see that 4-man fire team that's now become a 2-man pair take the AT weapon, unless it was a single shot disposable, in which case I think Opfor's screwed at this point.
No, it wasn't Moz. Timek hasn't got it. Depso's got it.
Felly getting picked off from range by that small Bravo 2 element. Skip trying to bandage. They need to pop a smoke grenade first.
Logan realized which one was the objective.
Yeah, I see it smoking.
Dryden's trying
It needs to be
escape.
destroyed, though.
Is the one with the rifle.
Azurai harassing from the rear.
Depso's being fired at, and he's not going to get
Oh,
a
look at
chance.
Skipper. Look at Skipper. He's popping a fresh mag. He's got 3 people lined up. Starts with a grenade, but Parab noticed immediately and screwed the plan. And gets taken out by Parab. Great look back by Parab there to see that coming.
Logan just got taken out by AS.
Yeah.
Doesn't realize and is firing out. We're just going to give away his position.
So BLUFOR now pinned down in this objective. I just heard AT get fired into the compound. Don't know what that was for.
If Red 4 can just shut off this road to the military base and keep them head down.
Azariah trying to go in as Parka is now suppressing him.
As frozen
As
nade,
does a
though.
grenade. It's not enough.
His own nade actually hits him.
Yeah, I saw that.
Parker thinks he's still behind the truck, given as ample amount of time to move
Oh,
up.
Parkham's gonna catch him. He heard his footsteps. And Azariah lands.
Wait, that
No,
nade.
Marty Thumb. Oh, that would have been so good.
That was poor from Az. I'm surprised he decided to go for the nade there.
Scandi are really not doing well today for the first round, to be honest.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone released, to be honest.
Delta, well, Pega Pirates.
Delta now coming on the rear of these three BLUFOR guys, knocking Skip out. Felly was brought back. It's Timek and Despo. We just saw a GL round come in from the rear, knocking out Matt.
So you actually have Rory here.
Bravo
He's the
too.
closest.
Now his rounds are going short.
Rory is a medic. He doesn't have anything to blow up the objective with if he's to find it.
He's being incredibly
I'm
cautious here.
surprised no Red Forest sitting inside the hangar. I can see what the mission maker's done by placing the green sort of, you know, military building in front of the door, so you can't really camp it. You could lay under it.
All right, so now it's a matter of how is BLUFOR going to come in, blow up, or at least finish off the second objective truck, and then push into the military compound, because now the other attack looks like it's really slowed down here. You only have a few sporadic infantry in the 117. Opfor might be able to bounce back here, because it looked like BLUFOR was actually going to be able to do this. I think BLUFOR should have not gone for both objectives at the same time. They should have done one and the other. If they just completely annihilated one objective and moved on to the next, they still would have had the time. You still have Charlie HQ.
Well, actually,
Hoak all the way back there, but I think he's AFK.
BLUFOR are loading back up into the M113.
Are they considering that objective destroyed?
They must be.
Yeah.
Doesn't it have to be fully destroyed, though?
Yeah, it does.
It's not fully destroyed.
They have to blow it up.
But it has to be fully destroyed.
Yeah, so it blows up the ammo. Oh, Parker's being left behind. I think they've realized Logan is dead. Oh, Otovsky firing at them.
All right. I don't know. 117, in my opinion, also hasn't done a really good job of supporting the infantry this entire match.
Oh,
I think Firefly, is he's planting a bomb or something?
Yeah, he's planting a bomb. He's actually managed to find a SOCOM.
Oh, yeah, it's a satchel. I'll take that truck out. All right.
Greg's just still dead here. The 7 objective is not bugged. Stop sending reports about it.
Amazing.
He's just getting bullied with reports. That truck is awful. That M113 is awfully close.
We got a gunner on the 113 now. I don't know why they're dismounting. Maybe because they saw G-Legs on the map. But they're...
Oh, it's Norris!
Norris, get him!
What is Pierce doing?
Pierce is reloading.
Bang. And there you go, objective's gone. Did Norris get the gunner?
I don't think so.
I swear there were 6 guys in there.
Oh, he might have, and there's another body turned out now, so... And the thing's still rolling, so they might have actually just lost him. But yeah, that Vic now needs to basically go in and take that last objective. We need to see the 117 start doing more work. It's 3 people in here. We see it immediately start firing at naders down in the compound, but...
Depso's here. He's got the Moors, and he's getting it out. He can actually see it, I think. He might go for a shot through the trees. And what was that?
Did it hit a power line or the tree? It looks like it hit a tree.
Oh, that's not his last round. The fact he's laying down makes me... Oh, maybe a...
Ah, Breachers, yeah, the guy that was breaching you?
Yeah, Timex got the rest of his rounds.
You traded with him, though. Yeah, so he was over here, and he went over the wall, and he probably found you and took you out.
Depso might actually... Yeah. Yeah, Depso... Oh, no. Depso might actually just... Oh! Swerve just behind the hangar.
Smart call, knock over the wall.
No?
Knock over the wall. Knock over the wall. Did someone, Arcor just triggered his own mine going into the compound.
Beautiful.
They're not gonna knock over the wall. Instead, they're gonna breach. And one of the trucks inside is cooking off.
Oh no.
Because of that mine. Oh no, please don't daisy chain the others. That would be super bad.
Depso's dead. That's the last AT.
Ooh, Pierce didn't check his right. They're not breaching into the compound because they'd be able to hit our core. What is BLUFOR doing? What are you doing? What?
The grenade stick it out. He closes the door. Pierce got absolutely lit up there. This is, yeah, I bet you Papega are just pissed right now.
Flux came into my chat earlier and said, I hope BLUFOR wins. So yeah, undeniably so. Heard more explosives go off on the other side. This could be a choke. BLUFOR are right in this in the compound here.
Can Dryden Pierce
Hi,
with the
Boo.
338?
On the 11170 might. Cullen spotted and taken out as he tries to come back into the AO. So now the 117 can deny any QRF coming in.
Dryden could shoot through the window and get the driver.
Grenade just did some damage on naders.
That was what is going on.
I'm impressed that PM survived that firefight.
Here's Nafs. Nafs, probably the strongest player left. Gets immediately annihilated. Okay, I'm sorry, Nafs.
So this is one of the new communities too, the members here doing this.
Yeah.
PM checking his body. And dead.
And Joel is dead. Yeah, what did I say? What did I say? If the 117 plays its cards right, it will turn the tide. And they did.
Dryden's trying to find a spot to snipe the 117 if he can. I don't know if it'll pen. BLUFOR somehow bounced back.
It'll pen through the grass. Oh, he sets off a triple. If that was a mine, that would have done a lot more damage. He might not be able to pen through the armor, but I'm fairly certain he'll be able to pen through the window. So no one here is an explosive specialist, and there's no AT nearby.
Autovisky taken out. Dryden and Norris. At this rate, I think BLUFOR is going to win by elimination.
Yeah.
Because it's now 2v... How did this happen? Again, I think Cholt should have just played all eggs in one basket in the Hainer. We just had AT fire in on a...
The wrong truck. That was the last stick of AT, and he's dead. And he
Wait, Dryden just sniped him too! Congrats, you guessed Ron. You die.
And Norris has been spotted. I don't know how he's... okay.
There we go. Now it's up to the sniper.
Red Fox could just win because BLUFOR has just been a bit silly right now.
For Iron Face, who are you, Mountain? I don't know where this is gonna go at this point. Mountain's in my chat saying, I have no idea what the hell just happened. Well, Mountain, you see, ordering a tactical charge into the AO is usually a bad idea. However, looks like the entirety of Opfor choked after you defeated Papega, and, why is... Oh, I thought the 50 cal was firing at the statue. No, it's just firing at random Vics. Preachers, there's no trainings in TSB for roles. We don't do that shit. Play what you want, because that stuff's kind of dumb. This is a video game, not a Milsim. No, God, now Mountain's saying, wait, my plan actually worked? No. No, 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 no. I don't think Red 4 can really recover here. I mean, if Dryden lives for 5 minutes, maybe. But BLUFOR is just frantically looting bodies, trying to look for explosives here. And Dryden's trying to snipe people. and missing.
Sorry, I've got Scotland forever in my ears.
Yeah, okay. I heard that. Dryden's now running away. Will the 113 spot him? Or excuse me, 117. Because it is looking in that direction. And it's going in the kill zone that Norris was in. 117 didn't spot him. Oh, it's panning around again. It's driving. Pans around again. Doesn't see him. Pans around again. Oh, he might have. Yep, nope, GG.
Okay. I'm back.
GG, shoot him.
No.
Shoot him. Shoot him now. Oh my god.
Thinks this is friend.
And there it is, there it is. Olaf, take him out. There it is, GG, by elimination.
And red team completely
By freaking elimination.
Choked.
If you are from Pepega Pirates in my chat right now, I am so sorry.
Oh, so I'd like to go back on what I said. If you voted for BLUFOR, you're a fucking chat. You're a fucking business mogul.
I love how Koak came back last second from being AFK and is now firing in the air.